are set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert off of play action. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
That catch good for only a couple.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Herbert has it knocked free.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds downs, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
That's the end of the first quarter. With no score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. Is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert steps away to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Forced out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, Mike 19, right here. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check back, check back. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Set a Byron, set a Byron. Hey, let's get that ball, Gino. Let's get that ball right here. Mike,
now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with the lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shreds the tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll
it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Herbert on first down now.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Herbert.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row. They're on the move. Another first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Mixon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Herbert off of play action.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Don't be scared of it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Slams.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 20. Hey, I'm coming. Hands for 11.
Here's Herbert. He finds his running back, Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
It's 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, Justin Herbert. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
The 13-yard line.
Check safety.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
3rd and 1.
Again, it's Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McCann for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Chargers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got one. Mike 20.
Herbert to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this one will